A woman is watching your house from her car every evening. What she's planning next. Archangel Michael says, this isn't a coincidence. She parks her car near your home at the same time each day, her eyes never leaving your front door. Her presence is calm on the outside, but inside her mind, a storm is brewing. It started subtly. At first, she passed by, pretending to be a stranger lost on her way. But soon, her routine became consistent, every evening as the sun dips low. You may not have noticed at first. She keeps the windows tinted, her engine off, her gaze still. What she is doing is no longer just observation, it's turning into a quiet obsession. Neighbors have begun whispering. Some thought she was a visitor, others assumed she was a surveyor. But there is no clipboard in her hand, no purpose in her sitting, except you. Archangel Michael says, the moment she stepped out of that car one night and touched your gate, a new chapter started. She left no fingerprint, but the chill in the air revealed her intent. The energy around your home shifted, subtle but noticeable. She returned the next day with papers. They looked folded and worn, possibly a photograph, possibly documents related to your past. Her expression changed while looking at them, pain, confusion, then rage. Someone from her past may have led her to you. A story untold. A connection you're unaware of. But her motive is not clear yet, only that she believes you hold a key she desperately needs. Once, you stepped out while she was there. She immediately turned her face, adjusted her mirror, pretended to scroll her phone. But your presence rattled her. Her breathing quickened and she gripped her steering wheel tighter. That's when she began parking farther but watching longer. Her eyes, though partially hidden, still found their way back to your window. She is not done watching. She is only beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 333. She has been speaking to someone on the phone in hushed tones. Sometimes angry, sometimes emotional. She seems conflicted, as if she's torn between vengeance and longing. The next evening, she brought a small black box. She opened it, stared into it for minutes, then closed it without moving. Whatever is inside holds meaning, maybe memory, maybe threat. Children playing nearby seemed to sense something too. One of them looked toward her and immediately ran away crying. Even the animals have stopped coming near the front of your house at that time. There are stories written into her silence. Stories you haven't read yet. Stories tied to a decision you once made without even knowing its effect. Archangel Michael says, protection is already forming around you. The energy of light is thickening like a wall. But you must remain aware. The woman is not ready to retreat. The car changed once, from a red one to a gray one. But the person remained the same. She even wore a scarf to cover more of her face. Her fear of being recognized has begun to rise. She doesn't just want to watch anymore. There's something she's preparing to do, soon, very soon. The signs are in her movements, in her shifting behaviors. Type Amen to get blessing 414. One evening, she reached toward her dashboard, pulled something out and wrote something on paper. Then she tore it. Pieces of that paper were later found scattered by the wind, but they contained only two visible words, your name. She has spoken to someone who gave her false information. This information has created a dangerous illusion in her mind. She believes you are the root of a problem that was never yours. Someone older, a man with graying hair, was seen speaking to her near her car. He handed her an envelope, shook her hand tightly, and walked away. That man knows your name too. Your photos are in her phone. She has zoomed into images of your house, of you walking into your yard. She has a collection now. That's what makes this no longer simple watching, it's an obsession turning dark. Archangel Michael says, there is an opening of truth coming. It will pour light on a story she has misunderstood. But only if she chooses not to act from emotion. She has marked a date. A red ink on her calendar, hidden from everyone else. That date is when she plans her next move, not random, not spontaneous, but decided. Type Amen to get blessing 522. A neighbor who saw her for too long got curious and walked toward the car. She immediately started the engine and left. But she came back later, when the streets were quiet again. You may feel eyes on you sometimes when you draw the curtain. That feeling isn't your imagination. Her gaze is real, and it cuts deeper than you think. A delivery man once knocked mistakenly, thinking she lived in your home. That's how frequently she parks. People have started confusing her as part of your home's routine. One night, she sat there from 5 p.m. until past midnight. Her phone never left her hand, but she made only one call. It lasted 17 seconds. A few words exchanged and then the silence resumed. Archangel Michael says, she is waiting for a signal. Someone else is involved, someone who told her what to believe about you. This second person is invisible but very present in her decisions. She watches what lights you turn on. She writes them down. She's tracking patterns. This is no longer coincidence, it's strategy. Type Amen to get blessing 603. She has something of yours. A belonging she retrieved without your knowledge. It's small, but it carries your energy. She's using it to stay connected to your frequency. Once, she mouthed something while watching your door. Her lips moved, saying the same words again and again. You couldn't hear it, but her expression held pain and rage. There's a photo of her younger self taped on her car visor. Her eyes in that photo are hopeful. The eyes she has now are hardened. Something changed her. Something broke her belief in people. She might have known someone you once loved. A sibling, a friend, maybe someone who blamed you wrongly. She's here because of that person. She believes she's fulfilling their wish. Archangel Michael says, not all threats come loud. Some creep in dressed like routine. This woman's silence is louder than words, and it's trying to enter your life quietly. She may approach you soon, not violently, but emotionally. She might pretend to need help. This is part of the plan to gain your trust first. Type Amen to get blessing 818. The car was cleaned recently. Too clean. Like she expected someone to search it. But hidden in the back, under the seat, was a notebook with your address scribbled multiple times. She sometimes cries before driving away. Her eyes are glassy, red-rimmed. This is not just revenge, it's grief. But grief mixed with confusion can be dangerous. A second woman was seen sitting with her once. Younger, sharper. They argued, and then the second woman left. That's the one who's pushing her forward. Archangel Michael says, the threads are connecting fast. You will soon see who the second person is. They've already been around your world once before. She recorded your house once. A video clip, only 15 seconds. But she replayed it dozens of times. It means more to her than even she can explain. The next step she takes might be tonight. Or the next. But it's close. That energy is undeniable. Type Amen to get blessing 744. Your mailbox has been touched. The lock felt different. Someone opened it, not to steal, but maybe to drop something. Look carefully for folded paper, light envelopes, or even symbols. There's a message coming from someone connected to her, a message that will reveal the origin of all this. That message will change how you see this whole situation. She has finally taken a photo of herself near your gate. A selfie, half smile, emotionless eyes. Why? That photo may be sent to someone as proof. The person guiding her is more dangerous than her. That one has a colder heart. They want your energy to diminish slowly. Archangel Michael says, you are stronger than both of them combined. But you must not ignore the signs. Ignorance is invitation. They may try to speak kindly, to use emotion, to manipulate. Their game is not strength, it's confusion. Type Amen to get blessing 919. Every moment she's watching, she's calculating. Every day she doesn't act, she sharpens her plan. But the divine already sees. Something is about to break. A truth will leak. Someone in her circle will turn against her and reveal everything. Stay calm. Keep your space clean, your thoughts clear. The more you stay aligned, the weaker their power becomes. Archangel Michael says, your angels are gathering now. Their wings are close. Their shields are rising. The final light is near. Type Amen to get blessing 1001. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. She is now acting quicker. Less hesitation, more precision. Her hand no longer shakes when she holds her phone to take photos of your driveway. Last Thursday, she left a small silver key on the pavement beside your front steps. You didn't notice it, but a child walking past picked it up. That key was not random. It belongs to something hidden. She drives past slowly during odd hours now. Early morning before the sun rises. Past midnight when all other cars are gone. Her presence is becoming more invasive. Archangel Michael says, the truth is unfolding like a scroll being opened by divine hands. But before all is revealed, you must remain still, aware, and prepared. This is not a dream, not imagination. Her energy now leaks into your sleep. If you've been waking suddenly with pressure on your chest or hearing faint footsteps outside your window, it's connected. Her silent focus has created a spiritual tether. She has spoken your name aloud in her car. Her lips move. She practices speaking to you, what she will say when she finally comes close. The words are rehearsed. Too rehearsed. Type Amen to get blessing 1055. She thinks she knows your truth, but her truth is broken. Something she heard twisted the facts. She is chasing the wrong shadow. The second woman, the younger one, has returned again. She brought a small envelope and whispered something in her ear. That whisper made her smile. That was the first smile seen in weeks. But smiles with secrets are dangerous. Especially when the soul behind them is unstable. She's about to make a move. Archangel Michael says, the next object placed near your house will not be random. It will carry energy, either of memory or of curse. But light is stronger. Always stronger. You may find feathers, coins, or written pages near your doorstep. If so, do not touch them with bare hands. Let the wind carry them or pour blessed water to neutralize the intention. She's circling not just your home, but your connections. She has found someone you once knew on social media. She's tracking your past one person at a time. Type Amen to get blessing 1123. Your name was recently spoken in a small hidden room. A secret meeting was held, and her name was mentioned too. This plan is bigger than just her. They want something more than confrontation. They want your spirit to weaken before the truth comes out. But Archangel Michael is not allowing that. Your shield is bright. That's why she hesitates. Each time she steps closer, something pulls her back. That something is divine. She's wearing a different perfume lately, meant to trigger memory. It's the scent of someone you once knew. A tactic to disarm you emotionally. She left a small charm under a rock near your mailbox. It has a small crystal and a name scratched into it. Not her name, but yours. Archangel Michael says, her steps are being watched from above. What she plans to do next has already been intercepted by light. But the warning remains, be alert. Type Amen to get blessing 1211. Once, during heavy rain, she sat in her car without moving for hours. The water washed her windows but not her thoughts. Her eyes stayed locked on your light. She wrote something in red marker on the back of an old photograph. She placed it in the glove box. The photo is of someone who looks like you, but younger. Perhaps a relative. She walks barefoot in her house. Her floor is covered in printed pages. Each one has something to do with you. Articles, comments, screenshots. She has compiled her own story about you. The second woman now refers to you as the target. That's how they talk about you when you're not around. This has grown beyond observation, it has become a campaign. Archangel Michael says, she is running out of time. Her plan is starting to break because truth is getting louder. Someone around her will expose her very soon. She's recording her thoughts in audio clips. Her voice is soft, but her words are fierce. These recordings are meant to be played back later, for someone else. Type Amen to get blessing 1340. She's writing a letter. She hasn't finished it yet. It starts with, to the one who ruined everything. She's convinced herself that confronting you will give her peace. But peace doesn't come from blame. It comes from clarity, and clarity is not yet in her hands. Her shoes are always clean. Even after walking through muddy areas. She carries wipes, sprays, she wants to control every trace of herself she leaves behind. She once touched your fence and whispered, "This is where it all ends." That whisper carried energy. That fence now holds a lingering vibration. Archangel Michael says, your ancestors have stepped forward. They are placing symbols around you in unseen form. You are not alone, no matter how silent the night feels. She fears that you'll recognize her. That's why she wears different sunglasses, hats, scarves. But no disguise can hide energy. And her energy has revealed her. Type Amen to get blessing 1402. The day she doesn't appear may be the most important day. It means she's acting elsewhere. Not watching, but moving. The second woman is pushing her to act before July begins. That's their hidden deadline. They think a spiritual window is opening, but they misunderstand its purpose. Your voice haunts her. She plays recordings of it from somewhere. Maybe a voicemail, maybe a video. She listens at night like a ritual. She's not eating properly. Her health is declining. Her obsession is draining her, but she blames you for that. Archangel Michael says, her collapse is near. Her mission will scatter like ash in the wind. But you must remain centered. She will attempt a gift. A package, a note, a flower even. Do not accept anything you did not ask for. Type Amen to get blessing 1577. Your dreams may show flashes of her face soon. That is not coincidence. That is spiritual detection. A police car once drove near while she was parked. She froze like stone. Then smiled. That smile wasn't happiness, it was strategy. Your pet may avoid a certain part of your yard. That spot has been spiritually touched. Clean it gently with salt and incense. The woman knows someone you forgot. A name from your past you haven't heard in years. That's the root of all this. Archangel Michael says, silence is not weakness. It's a power before the storm of truth. Your moment to speak is coming. Until then, protect your spirit with awareness. Trust no unexpected kindness. Read between every action. Type Amen to get blessing 1655. She will soon receive news that changes her direction. A betrayal from her side. Someone close to her will flip. The photo she carries is tearing at the edges. Like her mind, it's fraying from inside. Her soul is collapsing. You are being moved up spiritually. That's why attacks are rising. As light increases, shadows grow desperate. Her next plan is already known to the divine. You are steps ahead. Even her silence has been recorded by higher forces. Archangel Michael says, your time of revelation is near. Keep your steps light. Let your spirit glow. When she walks up to your gate, because she will, do not engage. Let light answer for you. Type Amen to get blessing 1704. She's now talking to herself inside the car. Words filled with memory. Words that don't make full sense yet, but she believes every syllable. She carries a cloth pouch in her lap. Inside are items tied to you. Things she found, collected, maybe even stolen without your awareness. Sometimes she looks toward the sky and cries. Sometimes she smiles with a twisted sense of closure. But what she thinks is closure is actually confusion wrapped in obsession. Archangel Michael says, a gate is about to close, and she's trying to slip through before it does. That's why her actions are getting bolder. She believes time is slipping from her hands. The last rain left a muddy print near your door. But it wasn't yours. It wasn't the mailman's. It was hers. One shoe print, partly hidden beneath leaves. That same day, a neighbor's camera caught her looking straight into their lens for 1 second. Just 1 second. That image was chilling, eyes empty, soul full of intent. She never knocks. She only watches. She knows the rules. But now she's reaching a moment when the rules no longer matter to her. Type Amen to get blessing 1844. She's heard whispers in her dreams. She believes it's from someone who died long ago. Someone who told her you're the final piece. The second woman has printed your photo. It's been scribbled on, marked with red lines and circles. That photo is now pinned on a corkboard in her hidden room. Archangel Michael says, they are building a storm of illusion. But your clarity will burn it all down. Their tactics are weakening. The woman is calling your name under her breath like a chant. Each time she whispers, your light blocks it. That's why she feels pain in her chest after sitting there too long. She once lit a candle inside her car. The smoke rose and fogged her windows. She wrote a name on the fog with her finger, then wiped it quickly, as if ashamed. She walks barefoot around her room now. Her walls have sticky notes. Every one with time stamps, maps, and your name over and over. Type Amen to get blessing 1933. She's waiting for a night when your lights are off. That's when she believes she will win. That night is marked on her calendar, but heaven has other plans. You've been guided to avoid certain paths recently. That's divine timing at work. Your soul is protected from traps you cannot yet see. She's lost someone she loved. And someone lied, making her believe it's connected to your presence. But lies, when fed too long, become poison. She's spoken to someone spiritual too, but their energy is dark. That energy encouraged her to act soon. But the angels around you are stronger. Archangel Michael says, your life is moving to a higher level. And every level brings new watchers, some lost, some angry, some attached. You felt heavy energy after she's parked there. That's her emotion clinging to the air. Cleanse your doorstep. Sprinkle salt. Burn sage. Your guardian has visited her dreams once. She woke up gasping. Since then, she hasn't slept properly. Type Amen to get blessing 2077. She's preparing a handwritten letter. Inside it, she plans to include a symbol. It's not just words, it's her energy sealed in ink. Her father's name is written next to yours on her wall. You may never have known him. But his past ties into your thread somehow. She will walk up the path soon. But not to speak. Just to stand. Just to see if you notice. Just to measure your fear. Archangel Michael says, fear is not yours to hold. Light has made a home in your walls. You will not be shaken. Her mother told her to stay away, but she didn't listen. She believes this is her mission. She's turned pain into obsession. She once dropped something in your trash can, then returned the next morning to retrieve it. That act connected her energy to your space. Clean it. Burn it. Bury it in salt. She is trying to connect with something she's misunderstood. But your spirit is not responsible for her ghosts. Type Amen to get blessing 2144. One more evening remains, the final one before she acts. It will come suddenly. No message, no sound. Just action. But Archangel Michael says, you'll feel it before it happens. A wind will shift unnaturally. A silence will speak louder than thunder. The streetlight under which she parks flickers now. That's not coincidence. That's energy being pushed back. The second woman is watching too, but from farther away. She is more dangerous than the first. Colder. Calculated. They might try to drop a note. Or a gift. Or something you're meant to open. Do not touch it. Archangel Michael says, soon her car will not return. It will vanish without closure. Because the truth will catch up to her faster than her plan. The police may come knocking later, not because of your fear, but because of what she's done elsewhere. Type Amen to get blessing 2280. She will leave behind something when she finally leaves. Maybe a journal, maybe a flash drive, maybe a recording. You will find it by accident. It will tell a truth you didn't expect. A truth that connects 3 lives. Hers, yours, and one other who's already gone. She believes she's finishing a cycle. But she's only starting another storm. Unless something breaks the chain, like your silence. Archangel Michael says, your energy of silence is protection. She cannot decode silence. That's why she panics. The days ahead will feel lighter. Her grip is loosening. Even if she doesn't know it yet. She was once a kind woman. That part of her is buried. It flickers now only when she's alone and crying in her car. She keeps a locket on her mirror. Inside is a name you don't know, but soon will. Type Amen to get blessing 2399.